Hello, and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM, and we're glad you're coming along and watching this week. I just got back from Phoenix, visiting my father-in-law and mother-in-law in Surprise, and so I got a shot of my wife's cousin. They have a really cool dog called Maverick. And so I'm going to throw some shots at the end of this video in of Maverick the dog. He'll also be the thumbnail because he was a really, really nice dog. We were missing our kitty, which you see at the end of my videos. So I kind of like to throw animals that I like in my videos. So I am the DISM, and let's get going. So here we are back again working on the bento box, and as you can see, I got the drawing all last time with the pencils, and I actually wood burned it, and I like the way it came out. Now I just need to finish it, so that'll be the box. As you can see, this fits on here. I am going to have to deal with this bridge. And the only bad part is where it's measured, because there's a length. There's a measure from here to here for the bridge. And it looks like it's going to fall on his eyes. So I don't know, I might have to make it rounder so you can see it through the bridge. So we're working on that. The other piece is I never installed the screws, which actually become the fret markers. These two here will be when it screws down. I don't know if you can see that, when it screws down into this block here. And so we'll do that. I also wood burned this guy on the back, and you can see I made his eye bigger, so I could make this eye bigger on that one. But yeah, this came out really nice. I got some pencil stuff left on there, but the wood burner worked really well. Let me show you what tip I used on the wood burner. So here was the wood burner I used, and the tip I used was this one. See, it's like a rounded, and it worked really nice. I don't know if I'm going to do any more browning on it. I kind of like the way it came out. I probably get it a little darker, but I'll probably darken up and make that. I'll make this eye bigger because of the bridge that has to go in there. So let me work on the neck, but I wanted to show you this and this guy. So we'll work on that. But let me get this all fixed up for you. So let me get something to screw these in with. I got the screws in the bag here, and we'll take them out. So I got my drill. These screws were originally meant to kind of help hold it together as you glue it together. But because I misglued it, these holes down in here aren't going to line up. So it might take a little effort pushing them all the way in. So I'll show you that. We'll screw these in. I got kind of a smaller bit on here, which fits these really well. Which they go in pretty nice. So we'll get all these in. I think I can go flatter. We don't want them scraping. But so they're really not now. They're for more just they're more now for markers, not really to help hold anything because it's all glued already. So they're really more like a marker. But I'm putting them down a little extra tight so they seat a little further in there, so they're not sticking out on the fretboard. But since I had the screws for them, we'll put them in. Kind of makes a nice marker. I have several other screws. These screws are for the tuners, and these two screws are for here, which actually screw into here when I put the neck in. So that's what that. And then I have this guy for the heel. This guy is for the heel when I put the neck on. So I'll show you that in a minute. But let's finish these up. And nice and smooth. And we got one more. There we go. So that's the neck. They kind of match nice with the frets. And so that's actually complete. So this is how I was showing you the back. I was showing you the back I made, but the back goes on. I'm not gluing it until I get everything finished. And there. So that'll go together there, and then this piece actually goes here. So then when the neck goes in, it'll be like that. So that's that process. But that'll be a little later. I also have these little ferrules. I don't know if you can see them. They're gonna go right in here. They'll go right in these little holes where the strings go through, so they won't dig into the thing. So I got 4 of those. I got the tuners, and so yeah, there's not too much more to put together. This here will glue on. It's actually slotted, so it glues on and fits right in there. So then when the top goes on, it's like that. And like that. So it's coming together. The whole thing is coming together. Yeah, so I'm liking it. And like I showed before with this, I'll have this kind of in here. I'll actually put one of the tuners in. I'll show you how that'll look. Yep, I might have to ream those holes out. That one isn't going in too good. Oop, that one wants to go. They don't quite line up straight, so I'm gonna have to use a drill bit to make them wider, because as you know, it's out of alignment because of this. So that'll be another thing I'll kind of have to make work. But anyways, this will come up through kind of where the S is at, is how I'm planning it, like that, or maybe a little further back. I'll cut that out more. So there we go. The next steps of the bento box. Did anybody guess the band yet? Put in your comments who who used this guy's face for a band, and see if you know. And I'll read that in the comment. Also, uh, I've included some shots. We went and visited my son Patrick for Christmas time, but it was Monday, the legal Christmas day off, uh, up in Santa Monica, and we maybe some of you I thought I had heard of the Castaway. We were in Burbank. Uh, Lori wanted to see where the television studios and stuff were in Burbank, where Johnny Carson's film. And so then we rode through Main Street, and she goes, "Yeah, go up to the hills there, at the edge of town." And we found the Castaway, which there's a park there. And let me know if any of you know the history of the Castaway. I thought I saw a documentary on it, but let me know. Put it down in the comments. But I'll have some shots of the cliffs and overlooking Burbank from the Castaway. We didn't eat there. We didn't even go inside of there. We were up in the big parking lot, and it overlooks all of Burbank, which is a pretty cool shot. You can see Hollywood, and you can see you can't see Hollywood because it's on the other side of the hill, but you can see downtown LA, the buildings, which is pretty far away. I zoomed it in, but it always looks closer when you're there, but it doesn't look as good when you're through a camera. It always looks smaller. So I'll show you those, and I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I did. I actually got a lot of gifts I wasn't expecting from my daughter and from my son, and so that made it. So I do believe in Santa Claus. The big guy came here, and so now we're on the eve of the new year, and so the next show we'll see you in the next year, in the new year. So have a happy new year, and we'll see you next week.